Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Rose Lutz de Pedro, a fourth-year civil engineering student of University of Mindanao. So, my report for today is all about the developing a transportation system presented as me, Rose Lutz de Pedro. So, I'm going to read the information in our LMS or our SIM. Um, Developing transportation system is over the course of the nation's history attempts are made of develop of a current transportation system. So um, usually with little success, a transportation plan for the United States was proposed by Secretary of the Treasury Gallatin in 1808. But these and similar attempts have had little impact on the overall structure of the U.S. transportation. So the system, as stated in the TNR News special issue on the 50th anniversary of the interstate highway system, engineers and planners failed to recognize or account for the impact of these incidents national system on other transportation modes or on its effect on urbanization and sprawl. So the creation of the U.S. Department of Transportation, or let me say DOT, in 1967 had the beneficial effect of focusing national transportation activities and also the policies within one cabinet level agency. And in turn, many states followed by forming their own transportation departments. The Interstate Commerce Commission, or ICC, created highways and rail modes, preserving the inherent advantage of each and promoting safe economics and efficient services. The intent of Congress was to develop, coordinate, and preserve a national transportation system. However, the um, inability to implement value and often the traditional or contradictional policy guidelines coupled with the extensive use of congressionally. So mandated project known as Air, Earmarks has not helped to achieve the result implied by national policy. More recently, regulatory reform has been introduced and transportation carriers are developing new and innovative ways of providing services. The ICC was abolished in 1996. So that all that's all for our LMS. According to LMS, or according to our SIM, that's the information concerning the developing of transportation. So the next one, um, sweet. So we have the goals of transportation system development according to my research. So first, the following three main goals of transportation system development in GKS have been identified. So we have three. First, efficiency. Second, equity. And the last one for the goals of transportation system is better environment. So first, I'm going to discuss the efficiency. What is efficiency and a goals transportation system development? So an efficiency transportation system should be developed to strengthen urban functions, to enhance people's quality of life, to facilitate industrial economics activities, and to sustain stable economics growth in GAS. It is of great significance to achieve efficiency by decreasing negative externalities such as economic loss, uh, travel time cost with the traffic congestion, and the efficiency also is the transportation can be achieved by balancing the travel demand and the transportation infrastructure supply or capacity. There are three ways. So we have three ways for the balancing the demand and supply. First, by increase the infrastructure capacity to meet the demand. The second one is by optimizing utilization and of the existing transportation infrastructure. through efficiency, traffic control, and information systems. So the last one, number three, is decreasing excessive um, vehicular traffic demand through transportation demand, um, excuse me, management, and diverting private vehicle users to the public transportation. So that's all about for the efficiency. So the next one is equity. What is equity when it comes to transportation system development class? So equity means that a certain minimum level of transportation service should be assured and provided for all members of the society. Some low income people cannot afford to pay expensive transportation costs. Some social um, um, vulnerable people, including the aged and the hand, handicapped, the have difficulties in their mobility. So, what is the expensive transportation cost? Like taxi. So we have a private vehicle. So we have a pampasaherong jeep. So it is a affordable cost for the fare. So the affordable and efficient level of transportation services should be provided for those people, especially by improving the public transportation system. Furthermore, um, spatial equity between areas should also be considered in providing transportation services in GKS, particularly in SMA. Some areas in SMA are not covered by railways or toll roads should be covered by nearly the same level of alternative services. This will be a particular important since this version of the urban functions is proposed in the study. So that's all for the equity. So now let's proceed to the better environment, the last one. So better environment. Why better environment is one of the goals in transportation system development? Because for the low population and the low carbon society, air pollution and noises caused by automobiles should be minimized by promoting public um, transportation use. So um, it is important to be um, to have a goal in our transportation when it comes to environment, because environment when we um, like uh, wait, just wait, sorry guys. um, it is important in our environment to start to have a goals for our environment when it comes for our transportation. In additional, traffic safety should be enhanced, and the number of accident victims should be minimized through the enforcement of law and regulations. Intensive public campaign and the training and the education of drivers, as well as general public improvement of the traffic facilities through engineering design will also contribute to the reduction of traffic accident. So so we have also a five improvement of transport safety. So first we have before that, in order to achieve the mentioned three main goals of transportation system development and GKS, we have also a five major urban transportation objectives has been listed as described below along with more specific policies. First is enhancement of road network capacity that support economic activities. So what is all about what it is all about. So to increase, it can help to increase in road capacity through development and improvement of road networks. Second, to make the most of existing capacity through a through a development and improvement of our road network. The third one for this enhancing of the road network is to avoid excessive traffic concentration through traffic demand management and development control. So the next one we have a promotion of public transportation. What it is significant for our improvement of transportation system. So first, um, we have to promote the level of service of the existing public transportation. The second one is to develop new mass transit systems. And the last one for this is to keep the affordable public transportation fare. Like what I said earlier, that the taxi is a expensive fare for as a transportation as a transporter. Yes. So the public transportation fare is affordable when you have a ride in a what is it called um, pampasaherong jeep or the public transportation. So the second one is to intermodal development or let me say transit oriented development. So for this we have to enhance intermodality through development and improvement of transfer facilities and also to apply transit-oriented development for major public transportation corridors, including sub-centers. So we have also evolved the uh, mitigations of atmospheric pollution and noise. So what it is all about? What can help to our improvement of transportation system. So it is to decrease air pollution and noise by enforcing the regulation. So the last one we have improvement of transport safety. Improvement of transport system is to enhance our transporters for the traffic safety through law enforcement, public campaigns, training, and also education. So that's all for today, and thank you for watching. I hope you learned a lot um, concerning the development of a transportation system by Rosalie Echeverria. Thank you and God